Week 11 of the PPL. We don't have any shot at title anymore, but we can ruin someone else's title hopes. Shroomraver, Dave. I know you're shitting your pants. I know you're fucking scared to choke this title away that you almost had secure, the title that you also deserve. And I know that you're scared. You're gonna make bad plays because you're too worried, you overthink, because you're too scared to make double switches. And that's when we attack. We're not here to win a title anymore. We're just here to fuck over your season. That's all we're doing. I don't care where we end up. I just want you to be scared and choke away this title. That's all I'm doing. And you can say that you're not scared. We all know that you are. Because you have not beaten me before. Not me, not the Bayern Mewnich. In any format. And this is not going to change today. We're going to take away this title right off your head and give it to anyone else who wants it. I don't care who it is. Let it be RTK, let it be Alex. They can have it right from me. And I will gladly do that. So Shroom, I hope you're prepared. Because if you're not, this is going to be the easiest victory of my entire career. And I had a lot of those against you. Let's get into the game. Yo, what is up, PPL fans? Shadi here, coach of the Bayern Munich, and welcome to the very, very last game of PPL Season 2. This is not only just my last game, this is also the last game was played in general. So that's pretty cool. And as you guys know, we're up against Shroomraver and his Parasect Germain, and you also know that this is about the title. If he wins the title. We don't have a shot anymore because we lost week 10 against Alex. So this is basically just us playing a game because why the fuck not? I don't actually care where I end up. I think I'm guaranteed top 6, which is, you know, that's the, that's the upper half, so I'm okay with that. But if I win, I can still make top 3, and I'm not gonna give Shroom the win for free because that'd be fucking stupid, right? So yeah, if you want to know what team I'm bringing, you can look at the team analysis, which I will either link down in the description below, or you can just look at my channel. You know, there's nothing too crazy going on, actually. It's pretty standard sets. Most of them kind of, well, not standard, but you get what they do. It's not crazy. And yeah, that's just, okay. As I said, Shroom can win the title, and I still think he deserves it most out of everyone. However, I still want to beat him because he has never beaten me before in a serious game, and he's kind of my rival friend thing. So yeah, I really want to beat him. Let's get into the team that he decided to bring. So Shroomraver decided to bring Thunderous Incarnate, Umbreon, Tyrantrum, Empoleon, Victini, and Mega Autono. Now, that is good and bad. I was kind of, maybe, sort of, a little bit hoping he would not bring Victini. Not because my team is super weak to it, but quite the opposite. My team can kind of deal with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't bring it, but it was like a 70% chance of him bringing it, I think. 60, 70, I don't know. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he would not have brought it. Partially because Shroom is crazy, so. Yeah, there's also no Miss Mages, which is good because that's the thing I was worried about, having some weird gimmick set or even Destiny Bond, which is not gimmicky but annoying. Also no Scyther, which would literally only be there to be Tom Pass because my team just matches up so awfully against my team. So and no Poliwrath, which is very nice because that means I can spam Scald freely with my Manaphy. Good thing I brought the set that I'm bringing, which is Calm Mind, Rest, Rain, and Scald. Instead of Tail set that I had first. So, anything else? No Sandslash. And that means I'm gonna be leading off with Electabuzz because he's no electric immunity, and I can get chip damage off on things. I can scout for sets and switch-ins, and I can just get chip damage off and momentum and stuff like that. And it's really nice. Chestnut not being there is also kind of cool because it'll be somewhat annoying. I guess, but not really. Yeah, basically we brought what I was kind of expecting. Tyrantrum is a threat, Thunderous is a threat, Victini is a threat, The other three are just annoying. Empoleon is gonna have Roar, there's no way it doesn't. And it's gonna be his stop to my mana fee. So, I think that's all I have to say before the match. Let's hope we can win this match, because if we do, then we are in the top 3, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I don't care, but it's still cool to be there. You know, top 3, 2 seasons in a row is pretty solid. And yeah, let's just get into the game. As always, you can see the teams in front of me. Shout out to Jack for recording the game, and also doing the thing with the stuff. Germain mons, that's the one. So yeah. Links will be down in the description below to him, as always. So, Dave is doing a challenge, as always. As I said, I'm going to lead off with Electabuzz. Because if he leaves with VTN, he's not going to be great first turn. There's no way. So, he does leave with VT Mega Honor, which is fine by me. He is going to Mega Up, stay in. He doesn't fear anything. He was calculating Iron Tail, but there's no way that would do anything to Mega Honor. So, I just click Volt Switch because I have absolutely no reason not to. And this does... It Chunklet. It's pretty solid. Because this is actually a special defensive Mega Auto. So, yeah, my safe switch into this is Zebo this contact, because I can taunt it, I can poison jab it, and all that stuff. He goes for Fire Blast, which is very interesting to note, and it does nothing. That should have told me that he doesn't have a stab move, because why would he go for Fire Blast on my team? I have nothing that's weak to it outside of Shaman, and I wouldn't really switch that in. So, he's not worried. I'm just gonna go for Taunt this turn, because if he goes into his Skuntank, into his Empoleon, that means he can't get up rocks, and he can't roar me away, or he can't roar my mana fee away, and that is great. So I'm gonna Black Sludge back, get the taunt on the Empoleon off. He also could have gone to Umbreon because it doesn't take any damage, but taunt with Umbreon is a useless Umbreon. So what I can do here is just go into Tiny Blue my mana fee, because I don't fear this thing in the slightest. It doesn't fear me either, but you know, it's just the safest way. Because with Shaman I would have to kind of predict, and I also want to keep it relatively healthy just in case. So Scald does nothing, does not get the burn, which is very, very nice. And right here he switches, which is fine by me, because this is his Roar, this is his answer to it, and he's switching something that is not an answer to it. That's fine. So I just go for Scald, just because I can snag a burn on the Empoleon, and maybe on the other one as well. Do not get a burn, so there's no hot water yet. And as I get back to full HP with the leftovers. So, seeing as this thing can't touch me, I did Calc's Thunderbolt, was like nothing. So I decided to sub Calm Mind, especially at +1, he's not going to do anything to me, since he is specially defensive especially. So he does reveal the Thunderbolt, however that does nothing. I looked at Mega Honor's move pool, that's what I was gonna do, and against Shroom, just have every Pokemon open on Shoutout and just look at their move pool. And I was kind of, sort of, maybe expecting him to have something like Snatch or some shit like that. But he doesn't. So this time I just go for Scald, because I'm expecting him to just go back into Empoleon so I can hopefully grab a burn on that. But I don't. Once again, there is no burn in this game so far. Mega Auto is not at full, which is nice. As I'm at +1 with my mana fee. And Empoleon still doesn't take any damage. And this time I'm just gonna go for Scald again, just because once again I can grab a burn. That's all I have to do. He's gonna have Roar, but I don't care. I need to get the thing with the stuff off. I need to get a burn, because that way I can beat the thing. Otherwise I just can't. So as he gets up his rocks, that's fine. I don't particularly mind. I only have Mence, which is weak to it, if I recall correctly. However, it's going to be slightly annoying, because rocks damage is rocks damage, and I don't have any way of getting rid of hazards. But he has only defog, so he can get rid of them as well for me. So, going down Scald, still don't get a burn, as he goes for Roar now. He played it well, not panicking and going for Roar would be stupid. He makes a safe play and does that. So, I get roared out into my Electabuzz, which is perfect. Excuse me, because Electabuzz can just Volt Switch out of here. Once again, he does not have Electric Immunity. Empoleon does not want to take a Volt Switch. It can probably live one, because it's an Empoleon and it's Spadef, but it doesn't want to. So right now I'm gonna Volt Switch out of here, and I didn't want to go into Skuntank and just go for the taunt thing again, or Poison Jab and stuff like that. It just would be rinse repeat. I don't like rinse repeat, that's annoying. So I decided to go into my Salamence, because from this range Iron Tail is a guaranteed 1 KO. And I was not expecting him to have anything to hit me, because he had Fire Blast and Thunderbolt. I was expecting Wish, or Heal Bell, as well as potential Calm Mind. So, yeah. I thought that was pretty safe, so I just go for Iron Tail here. I do hit as he switches to Umbreon. He makes a safe play. He knew I had Iron Tail. He didn't want to sack it. And that does a solid Chunklet, considering that's an Umbreon. That's very solid. I didn't realize it in the match. I didn't really look well enough at the calcs during the match. This is physically defensive, and Draco misses. I wanted to get a Draco off, get chip damage off on the thing, and then kill it off with an outrage, as he went for like wish or something potentially. But I missed the Draco, which is really fucking annoying, and he kills me with foul play. That's a dead Salamence. That thing could have done so much work, and I just missed the Draco, because if the thing was weakened, I probably could have just gone into basically anything, maybe like Electabuzz to kill it with a Focus Blast and whatever. Anyway, so Skuntank comes in. I'm just gonna go for Taunt, as he protects to get to Scout and also get recovery back. So do I, so I'm not too worried about that. And this turn I was very sure he would expect the Taunt again, because I have no reason not to Taunt right here. That's my best play. But I pull double, expecting him to go into Empoleon, so I can get more chip damage off on his team and get more damage off on his defensive mons, as he stays in and goes for another wish. Personally, don't really agree with that play, but it worked out and he didn't really lose much from it, so makes sense in hindsight. But at the time I really didn't agree with that play at all, but in hindsight it makes a lot more sense. So what I'm going to do here is just click Volt Switch again. I probably could have and should have clicked T-Bolt, but I was kind of scared he would stay in. With T-Bolt I may have been able to kill this Mega Arno, because Volt Switch comes relatively close to it, but I'm not sure if it would have. I'm really not sure, but Volt Switch was the safest play at the time, and what I can do here is just go back into Manaphy. The reason I go into Manaphy, despite Empoleon still being there, is that I can still grab a burn. I just want a burn. That's all I want in life, is a burn on this fucking Empoleon to make it less annoying. And if I can catch Umbreon and switch with Skuntank and get a taunt off, that burn is staying, and that's beautiful. So I'm gonna go for Scald on the Mega Autono, and I finally get a burn on the thing that it doesn't really matter on, as he goes for a Calm Mind. Not scary at all, because this is a Mega Autono. I am really not worried about this thing. He still can't touch me, basically. And as he sets up a Calm Mind, that means I just can set up a Calm Mind on my own, and do more damage to Empoleon, wear it down even more, and just win more easily, basically, with Manaphy. So go for another Calm Mind. He still stays in, does not go into Empoleon, which, as he agreed with me, or as he said, and I agree with that, not his best play. So right here he goes for Thunderbolt again, still does not do any damage, but he gets the Para, and that is actually more important than you might think. Now, this does force me to go for Rain Dance, which is not optimal, because otherwise I could have just killed the thing off. Well, in theory, I could have just gone for Scald here, killed the thing, or caught anything on the switch and gotten a potential burn, because that's what Scald does, you know. But now I have to go for Rain Dance. I hope to God that I don't get fucking paralyzed, because that would be really annoying. I don't, which is nice, so get the Rain Dance off, which is nice for my team more than his, despite him having this good old scalding Empoleon, because I have Hydration on this thing, I have Scald on this thing, and I also have the weakened V-Creator on his side, which is very nice. Excuse me. So I get more leftovers back, because leftovers are nice, and I obviously got cured from Lara. So I'm just gonna go for another Scald. This is rain boosted. It doesn't do much still, but it does a good chunk. It still don't get a fucking burn, as he goes for Raw. So me not getting any burns here is so huge. If I would have just gotten one turn one, this game could have been very different. So, but once again I get roared into Electabuzz. I'm very lucky on these raw rolls, and I think this is where I make the play. This should be where I make the play. His only switch in at this point is, wait, no, this is not where I make the play. Never mind. No. He has to stack Mega Autono here. That's his only real play. So I just go for Volt Switch. It doesn't matter what I do. Volt Switch is my best play. Do get a crit, which mattered because it would not have died, but it doesn't matter because it would have died to burn. So this is a kill for Electabuzz, first kill of the season. Good job, Insomniac. You're putting in work so far. Just the momentum is so nice to have, especially on Empoleon. So what I do here is go out in Germain, because I don't want anything coming out that isn't, like, Victini is the least scary thing at this point, I think. And also I'm in rain, so I can live a V-Create. So I'm going to stay in here as he goes for the U-turn, gets a lot of damage off. He needs to be Scarf right here, because I'm Scarf myself. I'm not a Scarf, but I still outspeed a non-Scarf Victini. I made sure that. So, as I just go for the safe Earth Power, I didn't want to predict anything, as he goes Umbreon. That does absolutely nothing, because Umbreon is a gross, annoying piece of shit, and I do not like it. I do not approve of its existence. I don't think it should exist. I like its design, but the mon itself is a piece of shit. So what I could do here is go into Derp Cut, because this is my chance to get up my Stealth Rocks. This will weaken Thunderous, this will weaken Victini, weaken Victini, and it will also force him to defog, which will get rid of rocks on my side, at least for a little bit. Feel me? Yeah. So yeah, I could also toxic this, and fall play is not going to do anything because I have 0 IVs and the mine's attack nature. I made sure of that. So yeah, he gets out of here as Derpgut is obviously going to go for the stealth rocks. He brings out Napoleon, which I found to be relatively risky. If I was a more offensive set, I probably had a chance of killing him. No wait, no I didn't. He's fully split F, so I don't know. But he gets back to full health. So all those golds were for nothing because I didn't get a burn. And now I'm gonna stay in here. Not my best play, really not my best play. But I had Healing Wish on Shame in the back, so I guess I wasn't worried. Also felt like he would go for defog right here, but he didn't. So I'm going for Thunderbolt, get a huge chunk off because Derpgut is a god. It is the basic point here. It's a fully split F Napoleon. I have max special attack without a boosting nature. That's pretty decent in my book. So get leftovers back. I'm still good health. I can still take on the Thunderers at this range. I can still take a +2 hidden power ice unless he's a life orb. So what I do here is just go back into Mana Thief because this thing can't touch me. Despite him having Roar, he's gonna have to no, he goes for Scald again this time, which was very interesting. I think he knew that was my answer to Thunderers, and otherwise I would just kind of lose to it. So as a salt player on this spot, weakening that thing is smart. But letting his Napoleon get weakened, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, to be honest. However, he could have just gone to Thunderers afterwards and caused havoc, so I don't know. I'll go for Scald here. I really want to burn, and I still don't get it. And that's really annoying because he goes for Roar, he does not go for defog as I was hoping. But I get roared out back into Electabuzz, and that is beautiful. So, right now he has no switches into a Volt Switch, or no safe switches into a Thunderbolt or Volt Switch outside of Umbreon. So my best possible play here is go for the Focus Blast, because from this range it's the easiest of easy 2-hit KOs on Umbreon. It's 2-hit KO anyway after Rocks. And as he comes in on Rocks, I go for Focus Blast. I hit the Focus Blast, which is a fucking miracle, and it just kills the Umbreon. It just dropped. Electabuzz with a second kill, and it just killed a fucking Umbreon from like 70% with a Focus Blast. That is insane. However, this now gives him a free switch into Thunders. He takes Rocks there, which was very nice. Rocks are still up because he didn't go for defog. And I'm just gonna go out into Surface. I have no reason not to. It's my cancer, my answer and my counter. A cancer. I really fucked up there. It's my counter. This thing. Let's just a sub. Not too worried. Not particularly worried. Yeah, I can still chew this thing's head, especially since he reads to be leftovers. I'm not too worried. As he says about that nasty plot, kind of spooky, kind of not. I mean, I'm a Stunfisk. Look at me flopping around. Derpgut is a god. So, I'm just going for Thunderbolt as he says about nasty plot. I'm obviously gonna break his sub because I am max special attack. Even if he was special defensive, I would have broken his sub because this is around half to a normal set. So that's pretty nifty. As this turn, he is gonna... Nope, never mind. There's still leftovers to have. Yeah, whatever. He's gonna reveal the hidden power, which actually turned out to be ice, which makes the most sense, to be fair. And that, look at that, that's a +2 HP ice from the Thunderers. That does nothing. And Thunderbolt does so much damage, he cannot come in back on Rocks right now. I think after another turn of lefties, he might, but it's very close. So, I could have pulled a switch here into something that can take an HP ice, but I didn't really have anything outside of Skuntank. Not a good play. Didn't do it because it's not a good play. So Stunfisk goes down, but it put in work. It got up the Rocks. It got so much damage over the Thunderers. And thank you very much, Derpgut. That was a great season. The 2 games you had, you did decently. You know, you didn't see the first game, but he did decently there as well. So now I'm gonna go into Evergreen the Shaman because I am Scarfed. I can kill the thing from this range very easily with the hidden power ice that I'm packing. I could also go for Seed Flare here, predicting the switch, but I didn't feel like it was worth it. He goes into Napoleon, which I found to be very risky, but it worked out for him, so can't really fault him. I really should have gone for Hidden Power Ground. Hidden Power Ground? Earth Power, or Sheet Flare. Sheet Flare would have been a nice play. No, Earth Power would have definitely been my best play there if I wanted to risk anything, but I could. There's a +2 Thunderous. I cannot mess around with that threat. We don't mess around with threats, basically. So, I'm going to go with Electabuzz here because I'm fairly certain he's gonna defog right here because otherwise his Thunderous is dead. But he goes for Roar, which is also not preferable. And he rolls more than Menifee, which is okay because Menifee doesn't mind this thing too much. And yeah, that's lovely. I'm still sitting at decent health, but I'm kind of wanting to get a rest off, to be honest, at this point. So what I'm going to do this turn is go for the Scald. Okay, I thought it. Okay. I'm going to go for Scald because I want to burn on this thing. I feel like he's going to roar again, and I still don't get a burn as he defocuses this turn. That's pretty okay for now because that means rocks us off on my side as well. However, he's going to just set him up again right away because I can't threaten him out right now. But in the meantime, I'm getting leftovers recovery, which is very nice. He's getting leftovers recovery as well, which is annoying because fuck Empoleon. Why are you such a pain in my ass? You're a bad Pokemon. So I just stay in this turn because I want the fucking burn. That's all I want in life. I really want a burn, and I get it. After like 7 Scalds, I get a burn on this fucking piece of shit Mecha Pingu trash thing. I hate it. He goes for Scald, and he gets a burn as well. Nice. That worked out really well for me, didn't it? Yep. And I'm so annoyed that I didn't get a burn earlier because this game would have gone so much differently. I think. It's just annoying. There's no hot water, so this time I have to rain it. I want to rest up as well, and I need it. I need my Menifee healthy because it's basically my win condition at this point. Because since the Thunder is leftovers, I am very sure that I can win this game. As he set up his rocks this turn, which is fine by me. I'm gonna get rid of my burn and get back to full. That burn is annoying because it cause more chip damage and forces me to rain it and rest. So you know, but Empoleon is very weak right now, and that's what I wanted from the whole. That's what I wanted the whole game, but I didn't get a fucking burn, and that is really annoying. So he's below half right now, which is where I wanted him all the time. So, right here, I just go for rest because I have no reason not to. He's most likely gonna roar. That's his best play, and I can just come in afterwards. Skuntank can taunt it if it comes in and prevent it from roaring around. Potentially. I'm not sure if I would make that play because Scald in the rain is kind of spooky. And Electabuzz can just threaten it out. So I go back out into Electabuzz, and it is amazing because right now I can just click Volt Switch once again and get huge damage off on anything because nothing really wants to take it. And Empoleon would go down to it as he gets hit by Burn, and I go for Volt Switch, and it is the 3rd kill for Electabuzz in this game. That's a dead Empoleon. It's huge pain in my ass gone. And right now, I basically have the game in the bag, I think. Just because Menifee can kind of win from here. Thunderous can't kill me. I can get a Skull off on that thing. And then I can maybe beat the other things. Other things being Victini and the other guy. Tyrantrum, that one. Yeah, I basically have the game right here. So, I bring out Menifee as he brings out Behemoth, his Thunderous. And I can live with Thunderbolt. There's no way he could kill me with this Thunderbolt. Because I'm a really bulky Menifee. There's no way he can kill unless he gets a crit. You got a fucking crit? That's the game right there, basically. Menifee was my win condition, and he fucking critted away. That's how league titles are won. That's what a couple of people said. That's just how it goes. Right now, I go into Skuntank because I know I can live a hit from this thing. And I basically planned this out in my head and how I would go, and I felt like this was my best play. Knowing I can live with Thunderbolt, I'm going to go for Poison Jab. Because he will have to. He's gonna sub. I was very sure he would sub or Nasty Plot. And this turn, as he gets back left, his rain stops. As I get Black Stat recovery as well, as you will see in a sec. I decide to just go for Pursuit because he could switch. That's the thing he could do. Go into Tyrantrum, and I would get rid of the threat. He could also just Nasty Plot. And I know I can live every Thunderbolt, so I felt like just going for Pursuit was my safest play overall. And that's a Death Thunderous. That's his 2nd kill for Skuntank of the season. Good job. Skuntank doesn't get many kills, but it's very nice to have around. So, and this is where things get interesting. He brings out Tyrantrum. And he doesn't know that I'm faster, but he should. I didn't think he wouldn't know that I'm faster, so I switch. I don't go for Taunt. And I was also only thinking about Dragon Dance. I was sure he would have to go for an offensive move right here. But he goes for the fucking Rock Polish because he didn't know I was faster than him. And that is so upsetting. Because in the end, it was a 50-50 in theory, but he didn't know I was faster than him. He didn't think about it. He thought Skuntank was a lot slower than it actually is. At least that's what he said. Maybe he worded it weirdly. But yeah, basically I lose. I lose because of a 50-50 that wasn't really a 50-50 that I lost. I misplayed basically. But overall felt like switching to Electabuzz was my safest play at that point. And he hits a head smash as well. He doesn't miss, which, you know, I don't miss. I don't. Was there any move that was missed this game? I don't think there was. Hey, yo, my fucking Draco miss, of course. I just go for Sucker Punch here because damage is cool. You know. And Skuntank goes down to the Earthquake from Tyrantrum, and that is the 2-0 loss for the Bayern Munich against the Parasect Germain in Week 11 of the Pokemon Premier League. Okay, so GG Dave, GG Shroom, whatever. Was a good game. Was very, very fun, very intense. Excuse me. So, basically, if I would have gone for Taunt and Tyrantrum, I probably maybe would have won. And if I didn't get crit on my Manaphy, I also would have won. Probably. Would I? Yeah, yeah. Rain was still up. Yeah, Rain was up, so I could have gone for a Scald after taking a Thingy-Magic. Knocked out Thunderous. Then he brings in Tyrantrum, and he either kills me, and I go into Shaman afterwards, or Electabuzz if I really want to be risky, and I kill things, right? And if I don't kill, I have Skuntank with Sucker Punch in the back. If, however, he decides to set up, Scald will, in rain, will put it in range of Skuntank's Sucker Punch. It might also burn. I think he had a Lumberry, so that would not have mattered. So in rain, I would have definitely done a shitload, and would have put him in range for a Sucker Punch. So I guess it would have been some kind of mind games, but So, and then I would have. Well, Utini doesn't die to a Sucker Punch from Skuntank from full because Utini is bulky. Skuntank isn't the most powerful. I wasn't adamant or any boosting item or anything of that sort. So he could have lived, but I think he would have had to lock himself into U-turn, maybe. I'm not actually sure what he would have done at that point. So it would have been close. Maybe Vikini could have clutched it. Maybe, because if he would have locked himself into V-Crate, he would have won. He would have lost because he would have gotten dropped, and everything would have been bad for him. And yeah, I also could have gotten a static para with Electabuzz, which I would have definitely banked on at that point. And yeah, it's just all not a fun time, and I'm sad, and life is not fair. I'm not actually too mad about this game. It's just kind of annoying. Like that crit annoyed me a lot. And 50-50 at the end, you know, that's just 50-50. 50-50s are nice. And yeah, once again, GG Shroom. Congrats on the title. You deserve it, my man. But you won't get it next season. I'll fucking grab that title, and it's gonna be the easiest thing in my life. Unless I draft as shittily as I did this season. That's very much a possibility. Yeah, we ended up in 6th on the table, which is blah. But as I said, I don't care. This was a fairly experimental season, and just a season that was pretty shitty at some points. So yeah, it was a fun season. It's a PPL season. PPL seasons are always fun. And next season we'll just come back and win the whole thing, and it's gonna be a happy old fun time. Everyone will be happy. Well, I will be happy. No one else will, but that's fine. Yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I think. Make sure to please check out Shroom. He's a fantastic content creator. He's a very, very good friend of mine. We do the power rankings for the battle unit together. You should also check those guys out because their season is just about to start as our ends, which is very well played on Frito's part. Because, you know, at least one thing he's not awful at, like Pokemon for example. He's awful at Pokemon, but he's pretty decent at planning. The whole season thing. Yeah. But yeah, check out Shroom because he's very, very close to 500 subs. He's so deserves it. Just like the title. Like, he had 2 bad games, but so did like everyone else at least 2 awful games, and if not more. I think I had like 2, 3. I'm not sure. Yeah. Congrats to Shroom. Parasect Germain take the title, but next season the Bayern Munich will come back stronger than ever. and angrier than ever and more motivated than ever, and we will snatch a title right out of Shroom's hand. He's gonna be sad and we will be happy, and it's gonna be a beautiful time. And let's hope our league doesn't have issues in Season 3, because apparently Season 3 is a bad thing for leagues. So yeah, that's the game. MVP, of course, has been on screen all the time. I hope the whole time, whatever. Electabuzz, it just has to be. It's between Electabuzz and Manaphy. I think I'm gonna put Manaphy on screen as well. But Electabuzz 3 kills, the momentum it gained me was so huge. Every time it came in on Empoleon, something basically had to take a huge hit. The Focus Blast prediction and the Focus Blast hit against Umbreon were huge. The chip damage on Mega Umbreon was very nice. And yeah, Manaphy also didn't actually get a kill because he got robbed of the kill on Thundurus, which is very sad. However, it put so much pressure on his team. It didn't get a burn, which is probably the main reason why it doesn't get MVP. But it kept Mega Auto at check. It would have gotten a kill on that if it wasn't so motivated and would have critted it. It also kept Umbreon in check very well, because Umbreon is just the easiest setup for of Manaphy's entire career. So yeah, Scotland also did well. Salamence tried and Shaman was there. Our MVP for the season is actually Manaphy. 11-5, ended up in 9th on the MVP race, which is nice. One more kill and one more death than Mega Steel last season. Next up is Mega Arrow, I think, 9-5 at like somewhere around 15, and Shaman at like 20 something, I think, or 20, somewhere around those lines, with 10-7, I think. Yeah, that should be it. Basically, Shaman had a very strong start, kind of went down, but that's all for the future. I'm gonna make a recap video as always. Well, as always, I did one. So yeah, as I said, please make sure to go check out Shroom. He's a fantastic dude, and he will lose next season, so you can see him being sad after I destroyed his soul in whatever. It's probably gonna be week 11 again. Let's be real here. We just play week 11. That's how randomizers want it to be. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Tell me how, if you think, if you think how much the game, how much the hacks actually affected the game, and yeah. He had Human Umbreon, but I could have potentially prevented that. So with that all being said and done, I do hope you guys enjoyed PPL Season 2, except for the 2 battles I didn't upload. I'm not sure if I will actually get to do that, because time is a thing that I do not have, unfortunately. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I think I still had a couple cool games where I played pretty well, but overall it was just blah, and I didn't like it. It's the basic point. So with that all being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed the season. I do hope you guys look forward to Season 3, because we'll come back stronger than ever and we will fuck shit up. So with that being said, make sure to check out the PPL channel, make sure to check out Jack's channel because he did the janning and the recording, and yeah, check out PPL Twitter as well, because Season 3 will be a thing and there are new coaches because people are leaving for multiple reasons. Ethan, for example, has to leave, so he's not going to be my co-coach for Season 3, which is nice, and my replacement coach to some extent. He can't do Wi-Fi, so he was like, I'm dropping out, and also my season was shit because hacks is fucking ridiculous. But mainly because he can't produce Wi-Fi content, and he was like, I should probably give the spot to someone who actually can produce the content that the league does want to have. Stuff like that. Very humble of Ethan, because Ethan is a meme, and memes are humble if you didn't know. Also, there might be other people that drop out and join, and you know, Carlo left D2 because halfway through the season, and Eric joined in. Eric's gonna leave as well, obviously, because TBU is starting off again, so there's gonna be a replacement for him, which you should look out for in D2. And there's also gonna still be the playoff match between Raikwin and someone from D2. I'm not sure if they has D2 uploaded yet. I don't know at this point. They probably have. So between Rai and someone from D2, I'm not going to say it. That's going to be a very good game, very intense one, because it depends. Everything depends on this game, who goes into D1. And also there's going to be the community shield on, based on the community shield, which is going to be Shroomraver because he won D1, PPL D1, and Troy, the Trojan Horsey, who won PPL Division 2. That's gonna be a very fun game. And I'm really looking forward to. I want to see those two duke it out. And yeah, I also look forward to Troy back in D1, so I can destroy him again like I did last season. Hope he doesn't draft Golurk, and if he does, I hope he doesn't bring it again. Or he again doesn't bring it. Whatever you, yeah, you know what I mean. Also, Kelly is moving up to D1, so hello Kelly, and please don't draft a fat team. And then there's a relegation match, but I'm just gonna say it's between Rye and Travesty. So I don't want any of them to lose. I like both of them, so I'm just gonna keep completely out of the game. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna help any of them because I don't want to help. I don't want to make anyone go to D2 of those two because I like him. Anyway, this is a way too long of a video. Thank you all very much for watching and following us through the season. It was a very successful season. The views were very, very nice as well. The support in general, the comments were just lovely. So thank you all very much for the support on the entire season. Regular content will be back up soon, and that's gonna be fun. PS Lives. Also, more league stuff in the off season. I found my own league. I will make a video about that very, very soon. And yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and leave some nudes. I will appreciate all 3 of those. And hopefully, see you guys next season, where the Bayern Munich will take the title. Goodbye, Bayern Munich fans and other people that are here.